This is the download from Sounds Profitable, your daily source for the essential news in the business of podcasting. I'm Gavin Gaddis. Here's what you need to know for today, Wednesday, February 18th. First up, from insights to action, turning podcast trends into campaign strategy. Reminder, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, experts from Signal Hill Insights, Barometer, and Sounds Profitable will join SiriusXM Media Associate Director of Podcast Sales Marketing, Sophie Anderson, for an hour-long free webinar. The conversation includes, but is not limited to, how video, scale, and AI are shaping the podcast ecosystem, how brand safety and measurement advancements are changing targeting, and how brands can balance innovation and authenticity to drive real, measurable impact. You can grab your digital seat now with the link provided in the show notes. Next up, Apple enters the video podcast fray by Adam Bowie. Analyst Adam Bowie weighs in on Apple's announcement of video podcast support within Apple Podcasts, which is slated. It's currently in developer beta. It's slated to come out in the iOS update that's happening in early March. Bowie specifically finds interest in how financial relationships will change as a result of dynamically inserted ads becoming more commonplace in video podcasting. A landscape so nuanced, the piece comes with a flowchart to demonstrate the differences in audio and video distribution and how ads impact that. Next up, this one's a fun one. Podcast Movement Graphic Generator. Are you coming to Evolutions by Podcast Movement at South by Southwest in a couple weeks? Podcast Movement has just unveiled a nifty tool allowing you to upload a headshot or selfie and have it automatically placed in a graphic announcing you're attending the 3 days of Evolutions by Podcast Movement programming at South by Southwest. The tool is slick, easy to use, and offers both square sizing for LinkedIn and vertical sizing for Instagram. And that's not ad copy. I straight up just used it to make a graphic myself while I was writing this. Next up, how does format matter when it comes to YouTube viewership and what changes when the algorithm changes? A white paper from Little Dot Studios dug into over 800 YouTube channels and 11.2 billion monthly views to see what really hooks audiences. From 2023 to 2024, ultra-long-form videos that's classified as 120 minutes or longer once dominated in watch time and revenue, averaging 100 times more ad rev than a 20-minute upload. From December 2024 to May 2025, the average length of YouTube's most popular videos dropped 21%, from around 35 minutes to around 28 minutes. A change Little Dot in part attributes to a January 25th, 2025 algorithmic update that impacted ultra-long-form video viewership, a drop that seems to have acted as a balancing maneuver, evening out watch time over short-form, long-form, and ultra-form. Little Dot Studios' key takeaway for creators is to keep a close eye on what content and trends fans are loving, both in owned content they have and across the platform. Fandom is format agnostic. Next up, digital audio company Audion has announced Audion AI, a tool designed to address the fragmented nature of the podcast measurement landscape. In practice, the AI analyzes popular consumption platforms, namely right now Spotify, Deezer, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Amazon Music, to report back on relevant and high-performing content. Data that's then aggregated with Audion's own data, for example, campaign insights, brand lift studies, historical performance signals, to optimize ad activations and media investments. Given the fragmented nature of podcast distribution and analytics is a recurring pain point cited by brands new and old, it's cool to see more tech aiming to bridge that gap. Now for our partner highlight today. Today I'm going to talk about Gretchen Smith-Dubois. Continuing our series of interviewing folks from around the business of podcasting about current events, we've got a new interview with Ad Results Media VP of Media, Gretchen Smith-Dubois. She argues podcasting, especially audio podcasting's power, stems from intimacy, repetition, and emotional connection. While that's great for audio podcasting, it can lead to situations where creators branch out into other mediums without remembering that special sauce that made the original audio appealing. Other topics include savvy investments that Netflix has made into video podcasting and the realities of using nuance to navigate podcast content some might consider not brand safe. You can read the whole thing on soundsprofitable.com. We'll get into links in a minute. As for the rest of the news, Oxford Road has a new Orbit report, this time looking at the top 15 performing sports podcasts and top 5 sports networks, built from $1.6 billion in campaign data from over 500 advertisers. Night Media CEO Reed Dusher appeared on Bloomberg Tech to discuss the firm recently raising $70 million to expand into music and live events. Mark your calendar, speaking of live, mark your calendar for Wednesday, January 25th, 3:30 p.m. GMT for AudioStack's new Fast Track webinar, Sound and Secure, Trust, Safety, and Ethics in the Age of AI Transformation. Comedy duo and podcasters Jake and Amir have announced they are launching J&A Studios with an associated Patreon account for funding. The official announcement they made on Instagram notes that both of the hosts remain advertisers, investors, and fans of HeadGum. Libsyn has signed a multi-year exclusive hosting partnership with the show Life Wide Open with C-Boys TV, including monetization from Libsyn ads. Tide has signed a 3-month partnership with Sports Social Podcast Network to be integrated in the network's rugby vertical during the Six Nations tournament, including a collaboration with the podcast For the Love of Rugby. And for our final quick hit, Daily Pop Business Podcast, The Best One Yet, has signed with Acast to a multi-year strategic partnership, which includes Acast getting global distribution and ad sales rights for both the audio and video simulcast. A reminder that everything I talk about in every episode of The Download, all you got to do is click the one link in your show notes, and that will take you to today's episode post on Sounds Profitable with every single item hot linked to its original article, source, what have you, so you can go make some cool graphics while you're at it. Today's edition of The Download was written by myself and with some special help from new writer Emily Ely. Thank you very much. Our producers are myself, Brian Barletta, and Tom Webster. From Sounds Profitable, I'm Gavin Gaddis, and I'll see you tomorrow.